So this is my Ilford developer. It's 1 part developer to 9 parts water. So 1 ounce of developer, 9 ounces of water will give me 10 ounces. That's exactly what I need to develop my roll of film. I have a thermometer so I can check the temperature. And then I also have my Ilford fixer. Guess I'll go this way. For film, this is 1 part fixer to 4 parts water. So I'll need to use 2 ounces of concentrate, 8 ounces of water, and I'll have the 10 ounces that I need. So the first thing I'm going to do is just turn the water on here. I'm going to let the water run for a couple minutes. And I'm going to get the water, right now it's running really cold. It'll take a few minutes for the hot water to start coming up. There we go. And I'm going to try to get this up around 70 degrees. Yeah, it's starting to climb now. Probably a little warmer than I need. So I want this water anywhere between 68 and 75 degrees, and it's right around 75 right now. Let me refill this. Yeah, see, now it's going a little higher. During the development process, it's the only time, development process is the only time that I'm concerned about the temperature. Okay, so now we're coming back down here. Water's about 77 degrees. Add a little more cold water. All right. So my water temperature is 74 degrees. So I'm going to start by cracking open my developer. I'm going to just pour it right into the cap. And I'm going to slowly just start to pour this into my graduated cylinder so I can control how much goes in. And you're not going to be able to see my measurement, but I am at 1 ounce of concentrate. Hey, it's almost like this is a measuring cap. I wonder. So there's 1 ounce of developer. And I'm going to fill this up to 10 ounces with water. So 1 ounce of concentrate, 9 ounces of water. Gives me 10 ounces of diluted film developer. So we'll check my temperature. Okay, the film developer might have been a little bit colder. It's like I'm reading right around 70 degrees. Okay, awesome. So 70 degrees is going to be 11 minutes. I'm going to turn this water off because I really don't need the water right now. Okay, so I have my developer ready to go. I am going to get a stopwatch started. Turn it this way so you can see it a little bit better. And I'm going to start this, boop, and I'm going to pour my developer in. Look at that, how fast I just pour it right in, all in. All right. Oop, I froze on you, I'm sorry. So I've got the developer in the tank. I poured it in really fast, and I'm just going to swish this around for the first minute. All right, so I'm coming up on 1 minute. I get to 1 minute, I'm going to tap it on the sink. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. And now it just sits for a minute. Hang on 1 second. We're coming up on a minute. So we come up to 2 minutes here. I'm just going to pick this up. I'm going to swish it around for 10 seconds. Just to keep that stirred up. Give it a tap, set it down. I'm good for another minute. As long as you're within that range, you're between that 68 to 75 degree range. You could go, if it went either way by a degree or two, it really wouldn't hurt. So you just want, as long as you keep your temperatures within that 68 to 75 degree range, you got no worries at all. So we're at 10 minutes. When it gets to about 10 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll pour the developer out. Actually, I'm going to turn the water level, I'm going to turn the water up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so it's about 10 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm going to pour the developer out. So the developer's all gone. Bye. There it goes. To live a different chemical life. So exciting. And so 11 minutes, bang. I fill this with water. I want to start diluting my developer. Try to dilute it all at once. So I'm going to fill this, dump it out. Fill this, dump it out. Fill it a third time. All right. Now, I'm going to reset this. Boop. All right, stop, reset, start. Pour my fixer in. So for the first minute, I'm going to swish this around. Make sure the fixer is getting all into the little nooks and crannies of the film. Turn the water off for now. It's the only thing that's it's hard to come to grips with sometimes with film and darkroom silver processes is they use large amounts of water. They're not real environmentally friendly in that regard. All right, so that sits now for a minute. And so it takes about 4 minutes. All right, and I'm gonna, what I'll probably do is show you what an undeveloped roll looks like. All right, so a minute and a half. Now you don't ever really want to do this. But you see how the film still looks a little milky on one side, although it's almost completely fixed already. So this thing's been barely 2 minutes, and it's probably almost completely fixed. And I actually haven't ruined it. You really don't want to open your film up in the light before it's fixed. But this is brand new fixer. It's pretty potent. All right, so let that go for another minute or so. Okay, I'm trying to actually turn the water back on it because I'm going to need that. All right, so we're coming up on 4 minutes, and thank goodness for that, right? Okay, so after 4 minutes, really hard to read this thing upside down. But after 4 minutes, I'm going to pour my fixer out. I'm going to save that so I can reuse it. Move some of the stuff out of the way. All right, so I fixed for 4 minutes. I'm going to take the lid off. Just rinse the lid. Get all the fixer off the lid. So rinse the inside, rinse the outside. Set that aside, let it dry. And now this thing, stop, reset, start, washes for 5 minutes. Okay, so we're coming up on 5 minutes here. So stop that. And we're done washing. All right, so put this back in here. Now I've got my jet dry, my photo flow. Pour this over the film. Swish it around for 10-15 seconds. Okay, just let that go. Now, see, Marky's got, oh look, Marky's got photographs. Look at that. Wow. How awesome. Yeah. Baby. All right. Okay, so there's a good looking roll of film. Now, one of the things I'm looking for is this end of the roll. It's kind of hard to tell right now because it's wet, but you want that to be pretty opaque. It looks gray reflecting in the light, but it's pretty black. It's dark. And I just want to make sure that I can't see through it. Okay. So it looks like I got a decent roll of film. Let me get there so it's not reflecting quite as much. Okay, so there are all my pictures. Now the last thing I need to do is hang these up on my hanger. Oh. Which I can't really show you. So there's my hanger, and I got a couple of clips. And I'll hang this from a bullnose clip and just hang it in the shower stall until it's dry. It'll be a couple hours till it's dry.